So I wanted to talk to them a little bit, and you can help me talk to them, Giselle, about family in the military.
I would not like to be in the military.
Why wouldn't you want to be in the military, Giselle?
Because I don't.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells time and jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air.
So first things, we're gonna make two different types of snowflakes. We're gonna make paper snowflakes like this. This is my first tester one that I made. And then we're gonna use pipe cleaners and do glittery snowflakes. I'm so excited.
So let's get started.
Yeah! So for the pipe cleaner snowflakes, we have to cut them.
Okay.
So go give me a few so we can cut them in half. Go get me those ones over there.
Right.
We got these from the dollar store. And then these paper ones, these just pieces of paper that we're gonna cut. That I looked on Pinterest on how to make paper snowflakes.
Alright, here is.
Oh, you got a lot, boo. Alright, so I wanted to talk to y'all a little bit.
It's fun if you, it's okay if you fold it. It's easy if you fold it and then cut
Oh,
it.
that's smart. So I wanted to talk to them a little bit, and you can help me talk to them, Giselle, about family in the military. So
Family?
yes, family in the military.
I would not like to be in the military.
Why wouldn't you want to be in the military, Giselle?
Because I don't.
Why not?
Yeah,
You don't want to be a soldier like mommy and daddy?
I do.
Well, then that's being in the military.
No.
You don't have to.
I don't. I'm gonna work on the hospital.
You're gonna work in a hospital.
Yeah,
What you gonna do in the hospital?
I'm gonna be a doctor.
Girl, okay. Excuse me. She said she gonna be a doctor. Okay. Go ahead on.
Alright, let me
Miss
get
Doc
my-
McStuffins.
Yeah.
Giselle has been a military child for 5 years now.
A military child.
Yeah, military child. So,
And soon I'll be in 6.
soon, next year she's gonna be 6 and she'll be going to kindergarten. But what that means for her, come on. I want you to color the paper blue. That's what you can do. Color it blue, like this. Yep, just like that. So what that means for her, and then I'll turn it into a snowflake. What that means for her is that she has moved around a lot already.
Yeah.
So when she was born in Maryland, right?
No, I was born in Japan.
You were not born in Japan.
Yes, I was.
She was born in Maryland.
No, I-
And Giselle, she was born in Maryland, and she went to school for a little while in Maryland, and then we moved to Georgia,
And then we moved to Virginia.
and then we moved to Virginia. So she is only 5, but has moved already 3 times in her life, and will probably move a lot more. That's one thing that you need to realize, I guess, you know, if you have a family in the military, that they will have a lot of moving. If you need to say something, you should say excuse me, okay? That they'll be doing a lot of moving. But I hear people say, you know, how is it with kids, and should I have kids, and I'm doing it for my kids and I want to bring my kids in. I would say that for me, the pros outweigh the cons. So there probably will be times that you'll be away from your family, i.e. training, going to the field, deployments. But in the grand scheme of things, to me, the benefits outweigh the cons. So I'm here with my family. When I'm not in the field or deployed or whatever in training, I'm home with my family every single day. I get comments all the time of people asking me, when do you get to see your kids? How often do you get to see your kids? And in my head, like, people really don't have any concept of what the military is. And that's okay, because what you don't know, you don't know. But I just want people to have a broader spectrum of what the military is like. All people know is what they see on TV, and they don't, they think that that's all the military is, which is not. There are other aspects to the military, and I always say, don't get me wrong. It's I'm giving you all my perception of the military. I have not had a horrible, terrible experience in the military. So if you're looking for answers about the military, for me, I'm going to give you from my perspective and my experience, which I've had a positive experience as far as being in the military. Now, I always say, I mean, it's not unicorns and rainbows, and I do things that I don't want to do sometimes because it's the nature of the beast, and I swore my right hand, and so there are things that I have to do as a soldier that I may not want to do. But in the grand scheme of things, I have not had a bad experience in the military. I would suggest for anybody with kids to go ahead and join if that's what you want to do and if that's what you're looking into.
I'll do it.
Go ahead and open it up. Show them here how it looks. So she colored it blue.
And it looks like
Open
this.
it all the way up, baby. Ooh, open it all the way to blue to the blue side.
I'm trying. Alright, I can't. Is that how you do it? Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a 4 snowflake. I think you're gonna have to do. Okay, that looks like an X.
It does look like an X. Something happened here. So this one looks like an X. That's not a very good one.
No.
But we'll keep going.
Yeah.
But for people that are interested in joining the military that do have kids, I would say for me the pros outweigh the cons, and it is definitely for me something that was worth it. I did not have kids when I joined the military. I did not join because of family and kids. So my situation is different than somebody that may have. But I did end up having kids while I was in or since I've been in, and it was the best decision that I could have made for my
I
family.
thought we were making an X, Elsa cartoon size.
No, we're just doing snowflakes, baby. Because we don't have Elsa stuff. You know, Elsa drawing stuff is upstairs.
Are we gonna make this?
No.
Then why did you paint it?
Because it
out?
came with that color.
We need this.
Go upstairs and get your Elsa stuff. It's in Gavin's crib in my room. It's a bag. But yes, I've had an awesome experience being in the military. And I will say this, let me caveat with this. Being in the military with a child or having a family is not easy at all. It's going to take a lot of logistics. It's going to take a lot of help from friends and family. It's going to take a lot of organizing and a lot of work, period. Like, it's not easy. But it's definitely doable. I always say that it's definitely doable. And you just have to make the time to do what you need to do. Like right now, I done messed this one up. So right now, I'm spending time with Giselle Arts and Crafts. We don't always get the time, but it's a long weekend, so I wanted to take the time to spend time with her and do little things that she likes to do. And that's what it's all about. So for anybody that, because I know I had people that asked me in the past about, like, what do you do with your kids? So there is daycare on base. You don't have to put your child in daycare on base. You can put them in daycare wherever you want them to. But for the most part that I've seen, daycare on base offers the best hours because you could be asked to work very late as a soldier. So usually daycare on base is like 6 to 6 or 5:30 to 6 at night. Oh, look at my snowflake. Look how good that came out.
That's big.
It's a big one. So, in a lot of civilian daycares, you probably are not going to be able to find hours that are that accommodating. If you are, that is awesome. So, we so happened in this DMV area to find a great daycare. It is a private daycare, so we paying a little bit more, but the hours are good for us. The downside of it is my kids have to get up very early. So let it stay right there so it can dry.
Right.
So most,
now I'm gonna start painting this glitter.
Regular civilian kids, they go to school or they go to daycare like 7, 8 o'clock when their parents get ready to go to work. If you're in the military, you could be asked to come to work at dark 30, whatever that may be. So that's why I said being in the military with kids is doable, but it definitely is hard. You have to make accommodations. And I just want you all to realize and recognize that. If you happen to have family in the area, that is amazing because they can help you out. If not, like say you get stationed overseas or something, you're gonna have to make friends with people you feel comfortable with, because you probably will need them to watch your kids at some point. You like it? You like the snowflakes?
Snow! Snow! It's snowing!
You did a good job with the snowflakes, Boo.
Thank you.
This is it for this vlog. Giselle came back at the end once I did all of the dirty work. But at this time, I'm going to drop that Christmas tree emoji. If you have not subscribed, make sure you go ahead and do so now at this time, because I'm going to give you a military tip. So, since we were talking about kid-friendly stuff, kid-friendly military stuff, to all more so the single parents going out there. If you are married and you have kids, you're not going to be in the same predicament as a single soldier, a single person that has kids. But if you are married and you're thinking about joining, one, you have to give away guardianship or parental rights in order to join as a single parent. But it is possible if you're willing to give away or sign over those rights. And then two, if you are going to do that and you are going to come in the military as a single parent, then please, please, please get your what's called a family care plan in place, which means it's somebody that you are going to designate to watch your children in the event of emergency, in the event that they call you up and tell you have to deploy tomorrow. So somebody that's responsible, somebody that you feel you can trust your children with, if you have to leave at a drop of a dime. And once you get in, you're going to need to create a family care plan as well. So make sure you have that readily available. You may not be in a place with somebody that has kids. You may not be in a place where you have family and friends, so you are going to need to know that you will have to make friends with people and trust people. And I know it's hard, trust me. It's hard because you don't want to leave your kids with anybody. It's crazies out here. It's people that touch people, kids out here. People are just crazy these days. I already know that it's hard, but I just want to get y'all in the mindset that you probably going to have to make friends with people that you feel like you can trust, because you will need the help as a single parent, as a dual military parent, as even a person with a spouse. You're going to need some help. So that's my advice. I will see y'all next one. Bye.